Okay, so this is so weird, but I'm sitting at my old elementary school in the faculty parking lot, and I'm basically just gonna record this video here until I get arrested. I don't know. It's a Wednesday night. Who's gonna be here? But also, Kearns is actually okay. I grew up in Kearns, and it's actually really safe, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know about anymore and whatnot because I've lived in Harriman for a while, but these are like my stomping grounds and I grew up here, so I feel like it's fine. And if anything's gonna happen to me, I'm just gonna have there's like, I keep looking at them, but like there's like these houses just across the street from the school, and so if anything, they're gonna like call the cops on me because they're gonna be like, there's a weird psycho just chilling in the parking lot. So that's me. But I basically, I'm gonna explain to you guys, one of the main reasons why I can't be consistent right now is because I get too caught up in my head, and like, if I had my own room, I feel like it would be easier to be more consistent with my videos. But because Brooke and I share a room, like, I just feel bad. Not that she would judge me, because she wouldn't, but like, I don't want her to feel like she has to be quiet in her own bedroom or like not talk to me or anything. And most of the time, sometimes I record these multiple times. Most of the time I just like say a bunch of dumb shit and then decide later if I want to post it or not. And then like with everybody at the house right now, I don't like people to feel like they can't be comfortable where they're staying. And so I choose to do them when I'm by myself. And everywhere I've gone, I'm still at that stage where I'm just slightly embarrassed to try and record it anywhere else. Like, I went to Draper, where I normally go at the top of the mountain, and there were a good handful of people, so I just laid and hung out on my car, listened to music, people watched, whatever. And then there's actually a park just up the street right here through the neighborhood that never used to exist when I was a kid, but there were too many people there. Too many people for my comfort to be there to record it. You can see bugs. I have my window completely open, so if you do see bugs at any point, like, sorry, they're distracting. But when I passed my school, I was like, nobody's gonna be at an elementary school fucking 7 o'clock at night on a Wednesday. And especially during COVID times. So this is the place that I chose to come and be alone. But I told you guys that I was dedicated. I wanted to try and do video series of like mental health awareness and how I deal with it. And so I felt like today was a good day to do a video, mostly because I had an emotional breakdown, and it was like so intense and so short, and it was weird. So I ended up having like an anxiety attack at work a couple weeks back, and it was like wild, okay, because my heart was racing, like my thoughts were racing, my energy levels were through the roof. I had like 800 things that I felt like I needed to do, and I got so overwhelmed with everything that I basically just broke down at work. And embarrassingly enough, everybody at my work is kind of used to me being an emotional person, so not a big deal. But today was a good day. It was a fine day. I got a lot of things done at work. I had zero reason to be emotional at all. Like, no reason. And I don't know. Like, everything just started feeling weird. And I'm gonna have a successful video assuming that I can say everything I need to say without crying, because I've already cried through it all, and I'm hoping that emotion is not gonna come back up. But anyways, so I don't know, like, I just felt overwhelmed. I don't know where that emotion came from. And I asked my manager if I could leave early, and so I only left an hour early. I'm glad I left an hour early. And like, I immediately started crying when I got in my car, and it was so weird, and I just had all these thoughts because, like, obviously everybody is kind of depressed right now with everything being like shut down, with social distancing, with quarantine, with isolation. Like, it's crazy how depressed the whole world is, because not a lot of people can do the things that we're used to doing. We can't go on vacation, we can't do all these things, throw these big parties, whatever. And so, like, that got to me a little bit today, because I was supposed to be in Vegas this coming weekend for the International Beauty Show, and I'm finally a licensed esthetician, and so I was like super pumped to go, and I couldn't go. And I tried to get 4 days off of work and ended up getting 3, and it's fine. Like, honestly, it really is a big deal. It is a big deal. It isn't a big deal, but I just feel a type of way about it because I have now missed 4 planned vacations, and me as a person, like, I need adventure to not hate myself and to not hate my life. I need something exciting, new scenery, new people, new experiences to feel like I'm doing something with my life, and so not having that has definitely taken a toll on me. And that's actually part of why I wanted to do this series of videos, is because I feel like if I'm struggling, other people are struggling, and also if I can get through it, other people can get through it, and so I'm just here to help. And also, I'm such a scatterbrain. I'm sorry, you guys. I know you guys are thinking, like, why does she always record all these videos in her car? I'm always out driving. I'm always out and about. Like, I hate being home. I hate being inside. Summer is my favorite season. I am a summer baby. I was born in August. Like, I love the heat. I complain about it, but I love it, and I need to be out and about. And I think over the years, my car has kind of became my safe place, so it's somewhere where I feel like I can really organize my thoughts a little bit better than if I were anywhere else. But anyways, so for this weekend, I have things that I'm doing, and then I'm gonna go to Idaho and hang out with my aunt for the day and come back and start work, whatever. But anyway, so I left work and I just started crying, and I was trying to figure out why. I was like, I have no reason at all to be emotional, so like, what in the hell? Like, what is happening? Why do I feel this way? And a lot of really petty, in my opinion, emotions came up, and all these thoughts coming through my head about, like, I'm not going on vacation, I'm not doing all these things, and even if I wasn't doing all these things, like, I don't have anybody to do anything with. And I mean that intimately, because I have Brooke, I have family, I do have friends and everything, but like, me being the person that I am, also, sorry if my phone vibrated, I totally forgot to put my phone on silence, but me being the person that I am, like, I'm just an intimate person. I don't know. And so being single sometimes really gets to me. Most of the time it doesn't bother me. I've said this 100 times before. The majority of the time it doesn't bother me, but when it does, shit hits like a ton of bricks on my chest, and I just feel so alone and so fucked up, I guess. I don't know. But something that I've noticed that I have done over a time period in my life, but just thought about today, is when I start feeling shitty, I allow myself to feel shitty for a lot of things. Like, I start thinking about everything that I've suppressed, everything that stresses me out, everything that pisses me off, every negative emotion I allow to surface, because it's not even so much that I enjoy being emotional, but like, I don't allow myself to suppress for long periods of time my emotions, and so therefore I allow all these emotions to surface so I can have one super annoyingly dramatic ugly cry, and then I'm good for a while. Lately it's been a little shitty because typically I'm good for a while before I break down again, and lately they've been shorter amounts of time of me being okay before I break down again, so that has kind of sucked. But life is all about like trial and error and figuring out, like, trying to identify a problem solve through it, and I have figured out some, and I do want to share it with you guys, but I'm trying to find a productive way to share it without sounding super petty and super like, oh, poor me, because I have issues. I have so many trust issues, and we know this. This is not new information to anyone, as far as I'm aware, and if it is, welcome to the club. But yeah, so I have a lot of trust issues, but I finally figured out what it was, and it kind of made me open my eyes to a few things, and so I've identified my problem, and so now I'm trying to work on that problem. And it's hard, and it's terrifying, but I can do it. I feel like I can do it. Might take some time, but I'll get there eventually. But I just wanted to share that with you guys because I know these times are hard. I know a lot of people are dealing with some shit. I know things can get heavy, but the best thing that you can do for yourself is to just release the emotion. Do 2 steps. Identify if those emotions are even yours, first and foremost, because I know a lot of empaths that pick up other people's emotions, and I am one, and sometimes it's hard for me to tell if what I'm feeling is me or if it's other people because I have my own issues. So it's easy to immediately just assume like that I'm feeling sorry for myself when I don't realize that there are a lot of times that I am picking up other people's emotions. And a lot of the ways that I have figured out is basically if I can figure out why I would feel the way that I do, then I can identify it as my own emotion. But if I like today a little bit, but today I feel like what is happening, I have no reason to feel this way, I don't understand what this is, like I don't know where this came from all of a sudden, like pay attention to the people that you've been around recently, pay attention to a situation or something that you heard recently, and figure out if that emotion is an outside factor or if it's an inside thing. So I don't know, maybe I'll go more into depth with that with another video, but I think that's all. I think that's all I want to talk about. Also, I noticed I've done that at the end of every video. You guys, I'm such a generic fucking person. It's insane. Like, I do like this, like, oh, well, that's everything. Like, I'm done. I don't need to talk anymore. And I need to stop because once I identify it, it's all I notice and I can't. I mean, I do the same hand gestures too, but at this point in my life, that's like kind of a solidified part of who I am. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry, I'm always in my fucking car and annoying, but I hope I can help somebody with some of these videos. I have gotten amazing feedback from you guys and I really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.